cloud. Yeah, jump around, jump around, jump, jump, jump up and get down. All right. So thank you, Ariel. Thank you, everyone, for your presence. And let's play, let's play, let's shake it out. And not just play, we're healing, we're catharsizing, we're raising up the spirit, we're shaking out the stagnancy, we're beginning again. We are building fortitude, resilience, shaking. Shake your booty, shake your booty, shake all the stuff, shake it out. Shake it out, arms up. Okay, we're going to start with some cleansing practices today, and this is our first one, just shaking out any stuck stuff, old stories, limiting beliefs, sticky stuff in your body, stuff stuck in the lymphs, in the lungs. We're going to get more to that in a moment. Just shaking out, waking the body up. And that's me cleaning all the space around me as well, just like waking up all the fairies and the bees. Bees are pretty mellow today. Smoky skies. Longer if you need to, or begin to just slow it down. Slow it down as feels good for you. We want to feel alert, awake, energized, and then feel your body. A sense of aliveness, excitement, and at the same time, ability to feel the ground, your feet, your hands on your body, a sense of being connected and held. And then come on down. Maybe step your feet wide first and just ground towards a squat. If that's a lot for you, maybe pulse in and out of a squat until you feel comfortable getting there. There should be zero sharp knee pain, so get up higher onto the knees if there's any pain, and pause here. Inviting the hips and lower back to release. We're going to play with Spanda a bit this morning. So creating big energized energy, shaking it out, clearing it out, life force building energy, and balance that out with grounding, landing, becoming present for whatever it is that needs to be seen or felt before it wants to move out or transmute. And stay as you like, take any other little movements you like to be able to come into a seat for just a bit here as we're going to do some breath practice. And you might want a tissue for this. I've got myself a tissue. And maybe I'll sit closer for this and some up here. All right, so any comfortable seat where you don't have to think about your seat so that you can just be at ease. And I'm going to share with you a channel clearing practice. It's a tantric practice. I learned it from my teacher, Harish Wallace. And traditionally, it was done before any ritual or practice. So clearing the energy body. And we know that everything's connected. We are all one. And we tend to have, poles, ways that we are, this and that, and also everything in between. And so as we think about clearing the sides of the body, we do know that both of these things are actually spiraling around. If you can imagine like your DNA or the caduceus, the spiraling of the veins, the nadis around your spine or around just the center core of your being. All right. So with that said, we're going to bring, I'm not mirroring here, so right hand, yours will be over here likely, your right hand, first two fingers to your third eye center, and you might just give that a little rub. May we see clearly with our knowing beyond words. And we're here this morning to clear our energy body so that we are present in our practice for listening to our body, to our minds, to spirit, to nature, to intuition, to whatever wants to come to us or to move through us. So kind of anchor those fingers there, that grounding point into our intention. And then we're going to curl the pinky and ring finger in together to your left nostril. And the thumb will be hovering around the right nostril. And have both fingers sides hover for a moment. Exhale and empty. Close the left side. And now inhale the right. Close the right side and exhale the left. This is probably familiar already. You're going to inhale left side and exhale right. Inhaling right side and continue in that pace or just listen for a moment as now we're going to move into the maybe grandparent of this practice. The right side in this practice we see as the solar aspects of our being, the more assertive, outward moving, possibly we want to call them masculine qualities of being. And so we're focusing on that more forceful energy. The energy that can get stuck on this side is resentment, anger, aggression, and we don't need those things for our practice. So we're going to look to clear them out. So we see this, if you will, as the color red. And at first kind of like a dull, murky red. And we're going to breathe in that red. Closing left nostril, exhale. And then inhale through the right, gathering up the red and any latent energies of anger or aggression. Pause at the top. Allow yourself to feel whatever's there, acknowledging it's normal, it's human, it's okay. For the practice, we don't need it. Close right and strongly exhale left. Close the left, and we're going to inhale again the right, gathering up any latent energies of anger or aggression. Pause at the top in fullness. Allow yourself to feel what's there. Sometimes these emotions can be beneficial. For the practice, we're clearing them. Exhaling left. Strong exhale, hence your tissue. Let's do a few more. Closing left, inhale right, gathering up. Pause, feel it, close, exhale left. You know the way, a couple more. And then go ahead and breathe in that right. Imagine, if you will, more of a bright, clear, healthy energy of our ability to do things with action and effort, but without aggression or force. Just assertiveness, if you will. And then we'll switch to the other side. Welcome, Lori. And we're bringing the awareness to the moon side, to the yin side, to the receptive or maybe feminine qualities of your being. And we see this as like a pearly white light. So we're going to close the left side, and maybe again a more murky version of that white at first that we're going to clear out. On this side, the energies that tend to get stuck are fear and attachment. So if you will, as you inhale when you're ready, left side, gathering up that pearly white light, any latent energies of fear or attachment, pause at the top in fullness. Allow yourself to feel what's there, and then close left and exhale strongly right. Close right, inhale left side, gathering up any latent energies of fear or attachment. Pause at the top, allow yourself to feel it. These things are normal, they happen, can even keep us safe sometimes, or for the practice, we don't need them, and later we can decide if we want to take them back. Whenever you're ready, close left, exhale strongly right. Channel clearing, a few more. Close right, inhale left. Please continue at your own pace. If you got more to do, please clear it out. And then once you're done, close that right side again. Inhale, bright, clear, pearly, white light energies of receptivity, intuition, that knowing beyond words. You can release the hand. And again, imagining these energies spiraling around, balanced energies of moon and sun, of receptivity and activity. We're going to continue clearing our temple here, if you will, with Kapalabhati, or skull shining breath. So if you're on your moon, if you have high blood pressure, or if you've just eaten lately, maybe don't do this, or do, I am on my moon, a slower version I'll be doing, just kind of either way, we're lifting pelvic floor. Again, unless it's a heavy moon day, you want that apana, you want that energy to go down. Otherwise, unless you're not looking for down and out energies here, then we are sweeping up, up, up. So every exhale, pelvic floor lifts, navel lifts. We're surging that breath, sweeping the rainbow chakra of our being all the way up and out, all the energy centers. There's the rainbow, up and out through the crown of the head. So when you're ready, please at your pace. It could be much faster. Either way, you keep face, jaw, shoulders, everything as soft as you can. Just let the force be in navel, pulling back strongly, lifting from deep. Imagine sweeping and clearing. So exhale and empty. Inhale to your root, and exhale, flying up, clearing out. Again, I'm going to go at your own pace. Last few, extend them out as much as you can. Empty out, empty out, empty out. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the navel, fly it up, drop the chin, and pause in emptiness. Soften around the emptiness. Allow yourself to be at ease with emptiness. And again, no lifting of the navel or strong energies if you are on your moon. I know it's close to a full moon. A lot of womb-bearing people are. Hold out as long as you're comfortable to without suffering, and then just release the binds. Let the breath rush in. Feel yourself breathed, lifing itself. life ecstatic at this opportunity to be embodied, to begin again today. New perspectives, new practices, present, resilient, adaptable in this wild world. All right, I must sip something. Do what you need always to take care of yourself, please. Of course, not too much ingestion as we do the clearing. And then we're going one more round here of this big breath clearing. Exhale and empty. Inhale about 2/3 of the way. And when you're ready, at your own pace, I'm going slower because I'm on my moon. Go at your own pace. But for your last few, do slow them down, lengthen them out, empty out, empty out. And then for this one, we're going to fill up. Big, big breath in. Lift pelvic floor slightly or a lot, depending on state of your body, and drop the chin. Don't worry about the navel. Whatever happens there, fine, but no efforting around that. Hold in fullness. Soften around the fullness. Allow yourself to be at ease in fullness. Hold as long as you're comfortable to. When you need to, release the binds, the holds, and again, let yourself be breathed. Feel the universe loving you, its creation, breathing it with life, dancing this body with curiosity and wonder today. And let's touch the earth and hold your heart. I'm going to move back to my mat. Bring one hand to the earth and one hand to your heart. Grounding, steady, held, nourished. Thank you, beautiful planet. Thank you to the teachings of nature all around us. Everything coming, going, moving, changing, turning from one thing into the next. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all that has brought us here and to all our teachers and lineages, all that have brought these practices to us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all the guardians of the earth, of all time and space, and all the activists of the here and now. May we do what is needed to protect the life of this planet. Thank you. Thank you. Follow any inhale as you're ready, open wide, gather up the sky, and welcoming this gift of breath, this spaciousness, this spirit community, and drawing the hands down and centering into the heart. Push into the hands, lift the heart to the hands. Feel your heartbeat, your breath, your yes to life. I am so grateful today for community, for these practices, for the ability to let go with as much ease and grace as possible, and for the ability to be humble and to receive. Thank you. My heart is full and overflowing today. I wish to focus on the abundance and the goodness of the universe. Even as there is so much apparent destruction and loss, we are being awakened to what is needed now. Thank you for the communication, planet, nature, body, life. Thank you. We are in huge changing times. Thank you to all our teachers of all sorts, unseen, nature, each other. for all the teachings. Thank you. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes to life. And if you will, join me, 3 great ums. Let's float the hands down. Unwind yourself slowly, gently make your way to stand in any way that feels good for you. Coming back to our feet, we'll do a little standing flow and just play with that spanda today of receiving, of letting go, of feeling our strength and steadiness, our earth bodies, as well as our vast, infinite, undefinable, great, mysterious bodies. Let's step the feet very wide here, as wide as you feel stable in. Enough to do some movement. And first, let's just bring your hands to the hips. Lift and spread your toes and then root the toes down. Give a little pull, like you're trying to pull the toes towards the heels. So there's lots of action in your feet. And feel into the little bone on the center outside of your foot and anchor there for the arch. Lift the arches. And then from that strong foundation, maybe just give your booty a little wiggle. Feel that, yep, unshakable, unshakable. Well, shakeable, but resilient. We're coming back from it. We're coming back from it. All of it. Hands to hips. And let's circle. Imagine like your tailbone's got a paintbrush on it. And we're just going to go here rotating in the hips, also known as Elvis pelvis. So Elvis pelvis here, a little saucy in the hips as we begin our movement practice this morning. Drawing circles, full rotation. Of course, you might let the shoulders go with that and just feel that stirring up of the bowl of this creative, sensual, sexual, emotional center here, welcoming those energies of our creativity and our emotions to rise up through the body, to feed our heart's light, to feed the inspiration of our minds. Notice your jaw. Notice if you're gripping in your jaw or your neck, and really try to let that fluidity come all the way through. And if you haven't, please switch directions. Whoa, hi, bee. I just got visited nose to nose by a bee right here next to the hive, in case you haven't been with us out here before. Circling, rolling it out, mixing it up, stirring it up. And then we're going to turn heels in and toes out. So maybe if you're on a mat long ways here, you're facing the outside corners of your mat. And if you would like to, you might turn your mat this way. We are going to work in this direction for a while today. It's almost a full moon. And so, yeah, working with a little more of a moon flow today. Yeah, okay, I'll give a pause as people turn their mat. And then again, what we're looking for with the toes turned out is that as we bend our knees, you want to see middle knees, middle toes right in alignment there. As you warm up, I like to use the hands to just try to encourage those adductors wide. Just kind of give a little press, rub on the inner thighs, welcoming the fascia, the connective tissue, and those adductors, your inner thigh muscles to let go. And you might bring those kind of letting go breaths into that. If you want to continue with some strong breath practice, then lion's breath, pressing thighs wide, sinking low towards the height of the knees. Keep your heart lifted if you're able. Inhale as you come up, and as you exhale, tongue to chin, eyes to the sky. Unless, of course, it makes you throw off balance. Then just the mouth and the strong breath. And stay with that, or I'm going to invite you to add the arms so that we bring the breath deeper into the body. With that, you're going to bring the hands to the crown of the head, palms up. So interlace the hands and then back of the hands on the crown. As you inhale, push the hands up. As you sink low, pull the breath into the bottom tips of the lungs, and exhale, come back up to reset here in our neutral. Inhale, press and reach up. Feel your strength. And we're just playing with the bounce here. So we're talking a little bit this morning before practice in our little kula here, thank you, about how sometimes it feels like we're just trying to make something happen and we're pushing against it. And then what happens? We bounce back. We bounce back off of it. So notice what happens as we push the sky up, push, 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 and then boing, right back up to neutral, ready to start again, choosing our direction. Inhale, press, and boing, sound effects optional, bouncing back. Good, inhaling as you press. Couple more. Feel your feet. Notice if you've forgotten any of your toes or those 5 corners of your feet, meaning inner and outer ball, inner and outer heel, and that center outside of your foot. Next time you come down, we're going to stay down and let's go sideways. Bring that right elbow to your thigh. Push into that thigh. Feel how that press can help you roll, face chest open, and reach from the left hip, fingers over to the side. Inhale, pull the breath into the bottom tip of that lung. You could even give yourself a little tap, a little slap, a little percussion there. Wake up, side body. Let's bring some extra juicy energy here. Inhale, and as you exhale, back to center, strong breath. Let's go to the other side. Press that thigh wide, roll bottom ribs, face chest to the sky. Reach that top arm out from the hip and pull the breath into the bottom tip of that lung. Again, maybe engage the core here and take that other hand and just give a little tapping into the side of the lungs here. So if you do get COVID or some such thing, also these kind of tapping and breath practices, obviously not without all the legs, it takes a lot of energy, can be very helpful to clear, as they will, to be preventative, to strengthen immunity, to strengthen the lungs. And then we'll come back to center and pulse side to side. Inhale, reach. Exhale through center. If you need to, the legs can pulse in and out. I know it's a long time to stand here, but besides energizing, again, we're working on fortitude, steadiness, our ability to ride these waves, acknowledging when we're fatigued, when we're freaking over it all, and our ability to be with it all. And it may feel like, oh, this again, and it's different this time. We know more. We're not, remember that fear of the beginning of this all? Oh, it's different this time. Things are changing. People are changing. The earth is changing. We have the ability to change with it, to help make sure things change in a good way. Come up and open. Sink it in. Heels out, arms out. I know that was long. Shimmy your knees, shake your booty. Sound effects optional, but they make you laugh, and that's good. Inhale, open, bright, bright, superstar. Breathe your yes, full body yes, full body breath. I am. Reaching up. With your inhale, exhale, flow the arms down. Interlace the hands and pull shoulder blades down the back. Open the heart to the sky. Any breathful edge of back bend here. If you can't clasp the hands, you could hook thumbs or hold onto a strap or some such thing and pull on it. Use the pull of whatever you've got, maybe making like you're trying to pull the hands apart, to squeeze the shoulders together and breathe wide across the wings of your heart. Courageously, we open our heart to the sky. Courageously, we open to the unknown. Courageously, we open to receiving with curiosity about the new. And strong, strong feet hug the earth. Pull them isometrically together and spiral thighs back. Lead with your heart forward. Bow in. Bend the elbows slightly and work the hands overhead. And keep playing with that. Squeeze, lift arms up, and then overhead towards the floor. So you're wringing out any tension in the shoulders. Give your head a little nod or roll around. Imagine any tension just dripping out of the neck. And you can keep the arms there as you like, or release the arms down, hands to the floor, and just shimmy your shoulders. Roll them side to side and give your spine a little wiggle side to side. Let the neck and head go with that, and just empty out here. Empty out. Empty out. All you think you know, empty it out. We know nothing. Empty out. And then walk on over to your right foot. Pivot the back heel up. You could pad the back knee if you need to, lower the back knee at first. And let's just take a little break here, kids. Let's rest on that front thigh. Give your chest and your shoulder to that thigh. Bend deep into the knee. Relax the neck. Maybe even walk the hands back behind you so you're tractioning a bit through the neck-shoulder connection. Let the head hang as heavy as you can. Letting the weight of the head traction the cervical spine, and maybe you can feel that sensation all the way through the neck, the spine, wrapping around into this front hip and psoas there. Soft jaw, soft tongue bowing into yourself. Yes, I am. Thank you, body. Thank you, earth. Letting go. And then let's play here or stay resting. Options, you can always come back to resting. And that's always going to be an option today as we play with Spanda, really grounding and then really big. I'll give grounding first and last, so you can always come back to it. Otherwise, as you ready up onto the fingertips, pull shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, lift the back knee up and shine out from the back heel through your heart. And then exhale, melt, back knee down, head down. Inhale, knee up, heart forward, and push into that front leg. You may want blocks here if the earth is far away. Maybe pull those toes back and let's pulse. Lunge, melting, lunge, extension, hips back, maybe toes back. Lunge, melting, lunge, extension. And each lunge, that's heel back, heart forward, nice big shine out. Melting, fully letting go. Inhaling, opening, shining, and exhaling back. Play with your breath here. Lunge, melting, lunge, extension. Of course, stay anywhere with that you like. Any of those poses where you feel like you need it most. Rest back in where we started. Or going bigger into the hips here and the leg, really all the hamstrings, etc. Bring the hands to blocks or earth and pull on that. Peel your toes back, spread them out, and let's swing your hips way out to one side so the toes turn way out to the other side. And you're going to pivot on that heel, swing the hips way out to the other side so the toes turn way out to the other side, and swinging here, pivoting on that heel, swinging your hips, stretching out the back body line. Lots of them, really, it feels like lots of them. And you could stay with that side to side as you like, lots of leg and back action. Or if you'd like to here, maybe we're on this venture of discovery, you go a little further into that circle, swing out to the side, keep turning out, and maybe lift that hand you're turning towards up and reach back into a little more side body action there. Stay as you like. It's also known as horizon. Inhale. Whenever you're ready, come on back. Again, you could play with that little swing here or rest or spin way out to the other side. And that's going to have you more into a open twist in a wide-legged stance. And again, come back down. Just play with the leg or pivot full circle. Playing full circle here. Investigating new possibilities in shapes, new transitions. What's here? What's there? What's everywhere? Noticing the world around you in new ways. We've got a few more breaths. Do what's right for you. And then take your time back to center. Power into the feet, spin thighs back and bow in. Shake out there. You might give your spine a little wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Might give the head roll around, roll the shoulders out, empty out, or just pause in stillness. Notice the difference in your sides, movement of energy, your connection to earth. And I know that other side wants it. Let's walk on over, give the same love to second side. Again, resting, chest on that thigh, shoulder resting on that thigh. Let the head hang. Bend deeply into the front knee. Back knee padded if you need to. Soften your jaw. Really give your weight to the leg and really let the head go as much as you can. Maybe walk the hands back behind you, getting a little more space in the neck. Letting go breath, sound effects optional, but highly encouraged. Lots of benefit from vibration. Stay with this or return to this anytime or as inspired. Up onto the hands, lift the chest, back toes under, lift the thigh and the knee, shine from heel and heart. Big inhale, exhale, back knee down. Inhale, lift it back up and push into that front leg. Peel the toes back, maybe dig that heel in, pull the hip back and pulse. Lunge, melting, lunge, extension. With your breath, lunge, melting, bright shiny lunge and extension. Again, stay and play with that. Or anytime that you pull back, peel the toes back, dig that heel in, spread the toes out, hold the blocks or earth strongly to pull on them and lengthen your spine out, and then swing hips way out to one side, pivoting on that heel, toes point to the other side, windshield wipering, swing, pivoting, hips way, way out, spread those toes, dig the heel in, so there's lots of muscular energy here, nice grounding energy to support the opening. And again, stay with this pivot, or being that we're playing with our creative, curious energy today, I invite you to see where else this goes for you. Maybe you pivot all the way, all the way, all the way with both feet to that one side. Make sure the bottom hand is forward of the shoulder and that other hand will lift up and reach back there, horizon. Let that side body stretch out. That's your inhale. And as you pull back, again, you could pause in center and play with it, or keep pivoting until you're in that wide-legged fold. Open up the other arm and follow your exhale down. And pause in the lunge or extension, or just walk it right on through into horizon. Playing with that full circle, Catching the 360 of your environment, your world right now. Looking for new angles on things. You've got about 5 more breaths. Please pause or play with them as you like. Again, take your time. And once you're done, we'll meet back in the wide-legged stance, parallel feet, bow in. Here's some options again for energies, different energies. You could rest your head on a block or on the earth. If you're an upside down kind of person today, maybe you play with that carefully. Wiggle out, shake out here, or just find stillness. Options if you want more fire in your practice, a little more cardio, maybe get your heart pumping, try to bust through any sticky stagnancies in your body mind, then here's this. We're going to just kick some shit up. So hands under shoulders, nice and strong, spine long, hips in line with heels, hands straight down from the shoulders with spine long. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift those heels up like you're floating onto tiptoes. Or maybe you lift those heels up and also catch some air off the toes. Inhale back and exhale. Use that strong breath to just kind of blow yourself right up off the earth there. Or you can add to that and float some air up, hop the feet together, float air up, hop wide with your breath. And again, I'm on my moon today and I don't really want to do that upside down bouncing too much. So as you like, pulsing, resting, or stoking those fires, kicking shit up. What's right for you? Last 4 or 5 breaths. Looking great, everyone. Thank you for doing what's right for you. And then if you do happen to have a front of your mat, we're going to walk our way towards that and step on back. You could lower right down to the earth if you would like, or hold plank pose. Claw the earth, pull hands and knees towards one another. Tilt the pelvis, reach the tailbone out through your heels. Lift the navel to the heart. Pull the shoulder blades down the back and shine your heart forward. Dip the chin slightly, long back of the neck. Breathe here. 5. I am. I am steady. I am strong. I am adaptable. I am resilient. I am riding the waves of life with ease and grace. Or maybe not ease, but as much grace as possible. Here we go. Inhale, shift forward. Lower the knees down if you need to. Lower all the way to the earth, and we'll play with some waves here. And again, we practice on the mat what we hope to show up with off of the mat. So imagine into that. All these waves that we got to ride right now, all the waves of emotion, the waves of circumstance in our lives. Take pause in a low cobra, strong legs, hands under the shoulders, and just create some waves through the shoulders, circling one and then the other or both at the same time. Keep the legs super strong. Pelvis, sacrum, press down, super strong. Long back of the neck. Try not to lift from the back of the head in cobra, rather We do want to slide the ears back and lengthen from there, but not drop the head back. Keep the back of the neck long and open for your nervous system. And then again, rolling shoulders. Inhale and open into a cobra. And exhale, let's press back into child's pose. There's your resting spot. Grab it whenever you like. Or we're going to inhale and roll up onto the knees. Have padding there if you need to. Stretch to the sky, reach up, gather up that full moon energy. Remember the fullness of the world, our ability to feel and experience all of it, all of it, all of it, and give it back to the earth and ground. Knees, chest, chin, slide on through. Ashtanga Dandasana, pull back and open up Cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Pause where you need to. Inhale, roll up. You might slide the arms up the body. Reach to the sky. If you are so inspired there, you could take a back bend. And then we're grabbing that full moon energy, sliding it down, clear seeing, illuminated darkness. Thank you for seeing in the dark, rippling on through knees, chest, chin, opening cobra. Exhale back, child's. Please pause where you need to. We're all going to meet in child's pose in, like another 8 breaths or so. Inhaling to sky, drawing the moon down, curling into the beautiful darkness, bowing into the earth, courageously opening back up from our places of being grounded in a good way, and exhaling back, child's. Inhaling, rolling up, open, centering, bringing sky to earth, courageously blossoming from earth to sky, remembering our seed self, unfurling the fullness of our being, centering, grounding. Follow your breath, just a few more, 3 or 4. We're going to meet in child's pose. So whatever gets you there. Balasana, child's pose. Press the hips back. Wiggle, wag your tail. Breathe your lower back. Rest your head. Maybe flow the hands back behind you. You could even hold one wrist on the lower back, giving a little grounding energy there into the area of the kidneys and adrenals. Simply breathful here, or thank you, bees. I can smell them, that sweet scent of the hive. Honey and bees, wax and bees, breath. Exhale, empty. Inhale, just like all our breath practices, we want to think about lifting from the root up through the crown. Full body breath, full body vibration in this way, creating a sound needle, nada suchi, to pierce the grunties or the blocks, the knots within us. Here we go, 3 rounds. Your pace, whatever tone is right for you. Brahmari, bees breath. Lips stay slightly parted, tip of the tongue, eyes can lift towards third eye center to add to this. Pause. Long life, honey in the heart, 13 thank yous. Long life, honey in the heart, 13 thank yous. If you will, feel the vibration of your being like sweet honey just washing through the body-mind. And sense into the press resist that's happening here, your body on the ground. And then we will intentionally press. And without the resistance, what happens? Push into your legs. Find out. Open up. That blossoming happens. We open. Come to rise up onto your knees and pause in Virasana. If you would like to, sit between the legs, between the feet in Virasana. Drop the chin slightly, float back in space, base of the skull over base of the spine. There should be zero sharp knee pain. Sit up higher if you need to, or modify, please, as needed. Soft jaw, soft tongue. How's your breath, your vibration? Breathe and repeat your mantra, your yes to life. That little mantra, long life, honey in the heart. 13 thank yous. I'll sing it 13 times. Witchy chant I learned at witch camp. Thank you, witches. All right, so we're going to go into some more grounding and turning into ourselves now, little stretchy stuff for legs, hips, and back body in a seat. So you may want a pillow or a block to sit on, especially if your hips, knees, low back, or anything is any communications for you by way of sensation. And maybe you need to shake both legs out right now, or just extend the left leg out, and we'll go into this is your right leg, extend the right leg out, either one, we will do both sides, and come into half of Virasana. There's a much longer name for it, but I'm not going to bother you with that right now. Again, sit up higher. If the lower back's rounded, if the heart's caving in at all, please sit up higher. Pull onto your legs or push into the earth alongside of you. Sit up. This may be an edge for you. If so, stay there. If you've got a strap, maybe you wrap it around your foot and pull on the strap in a way that works shoulder blades down the back and lifts the heart. Stay there. Or maybe you walk down the legs, let the heart lead. Notice when the head wants to lead, the heart's going to pull back and the lower back's going to pull more. Come back up wherever that is. Pull on the leg or earth. Lift and lead from the heart. Again, as soon as the head starts to lead, notice the heart's going to pull back in the pose and in life, listening inward to your heart, to your body. Where's your edge? And maybe you bow in, stack up any pillows, blocks, blankets, elbows, fists, whatever you got there, and bow into yourself. Maybe you're reaching the foot. It's really not important. What's important here is you get a fairly even sense of sensation through your body, stretching, legs, spine, maybe even shoulder behind the heart. Please stay as you like, or drape on up. We're going to take a bunch of different shapes here with the leg. So we've got one more. I'm like downhill here, so I'm going to lift up my seat here. I felt that lower back rounding. So we want to feel lower back able to lift up, hug into your top knee, draw the toes back. Again, maybe it's an edge, stay there. Or reach that left arm or same arm as your bent knee and reach it forward. And we're going to try to wrap it around the leg and other arm around the back and hold hands or wrists or fingers or again a strap. Use the arm to push into that leg and lead the heart forward. And this might be an edge, staying there, or maybe, again, you could stack up something here to rest your head on. Of course, your hands are busy. You could also use them or stack something else up. Continuing to play with the shapes here, gonna drape up and take that foot to the inner thigh. So you could stay here in a more linear, old school kind of Janu Shirshasana, or you could open that leg up wider. But you just want the heel at midline if you can, and the foot on the inner thigh. And then let's do this one with a twist. So spiral it, excuse me, root down, spiral towards the bent knee, right hand or opposite hand to that knee or thigh. Root down, lift and lengthen, gentle twist. Most important part of the twist, always length of the spine. So push down into your points of contact. Feel what happens without resistance there. When we push, we bounce, we grow, we open. Thank you for the release of resistance. Stay and play with that, or flow that backhand up and over, side bend. Maybe bend that elbow and hold the base of your skull. Make like a pillow there and push your head back into that pillow and reach through the elbow, crown of the head, long side bodies. Breathe here. Stay with that as you like, or we'll unwind and lift up, extending over that extended leg. Pull on the leg, lower back in, heart forward again, stack up and bow in. Any variation here. Janu Shirshasana. Bowing in. You could even lift and rotate all the way to the other side since we're playing with that 360 around the leg here. So you could lift, pulling on the leg and spiral, rotating past that extended leg, taking the opposite elbow or arm outside, even holding the outside of the foot, lengthening, spiraling. Maybe that other arm comes overhead. Maybe it just supports you there, pushing into the earth to support the spiral. Hello, bee. Breathful here. Stay as you like. Or inhale, unwind. Oh, just a few more shapes are possible here. Well, probably lots more, but here, let's go for this one. Take that bent knee over the other knee. Stack your knees up. Go away, wasp. We only like bees here. Pull on the knee. Lift lower back. Lift the heart. That might be an edge. Any arm variation for you, or I want to invite you into opening the back of the heart here. So we're going to open the arms wide, big courageous heart breath, and then same leg, same arm on top. Big, big hug, cross the arms over as far as you can. Free massage moment. Feel free to give yourself a little palpation around the scapula, tops of the shoulders, whatever feels good. Or just grounding nervous system, pull the elbows down, weight of the arms into the chest. Receive your hug. Stay here, or lift from lower back, reach forward, maybe rest on the leg. Maybe spiral the arms all the way, eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, and maybe hook the elbows over the legs. Rest the head in the arms, or the hands, whatever you could get. And big breaths here in the nose, out the mouth. And take your time. As inspired, slowly unwind the arms. Pick that top knee up, and we're gonna let it go. Extend both legs. Maybe give your knees a little bounce, 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 bounce. And active legs, Dandasana. Push into the sits bones. Dig into the heels and even kind of make like you're pulling back from the heels. You could bend the knees a lot as needed. And hands can come next to the hips. Simply restful here. Noticing the difference between sides with all those variations. Stay with that, or inhale. Flow the arms up the body again to the sky and make like a big wave. cresting over the body and then riding up the shore of your legs. Inhale, riding the waves. That's our practice, our ability to be resilient, adaptable, to roll with things, to receive what's coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and to let go of what you are done with. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. And we're done. Continue with that. And or next time you roll up, pick that right knee up or your second side. Again, we're going to fold the leg back at first, take hold of the calf, roll it out, and toes point straight back if you can. Again, there should be no sharp knee pain here. Please modify sitting up higher or supporting your shin or just bypassing this. We're only going to be in each shape about 5 breaths, so you can always modify. Spin booty back, low back in, heart forward, pull on the earth, shoulder blades down the back, soft jaw, one breath at a time, making your way. Again, let the heart lead. Notice the head's going to try to take over, and then what happens to the heart? Thanks, brain. We know you're the all powerful, and yeah, the quiet heart is really the all powerful. Letting the heart lead, finding a rest to support the head so it can just chill out a bit while the heart leads. And that rest might just be keeping the head over the shoulders so it's supported by its own alignment, not striving to lead the way. Last couple breaths, find your edge, support yourself as you like. Stay longer if something's just happening there for you. Follow any inhale to drape on up and pick that knee up, and let's stand the foot inside the other leg. Hug into that knee and again pull up lower back and heart. Reach that right arm up and then forward as far as you can, hooking your shoulder or tricep, and then swoop that arm around and reach back. Swoop the other arm around. Maybe you're holding a strap, maybe you're hooking fingertips, whole fingers, hands, maybe even wrists, and push with that front arm on your shin. Use that press resistance, thank you, to propel your heart forward. Propel the heart forward. Whenever there's a press resist in one place, there's an opening somewhere else. Once you find that opening, we can root down and find the fullness of the next opening. So that's what's next. Letting yourself blossom forward, resting wherever you're able to integrate your experience. Thank you, body. And slow and steady, let's open up and bring that right heel to midline. Again, you could open the leg wide or keep it straight out, Janu Shirshasana, and root down into your sit bones, lift and spiral towards the bent knee. Bring the opposite hand to that thigh or knee and scoop down, push, push, lengthen, 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 and then spiral, find your twist. Stay in the twist as you like, or give it some side bends. Can't get a little side bend with that twist? Or back arm up, 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 and overreach to the toes. Draw the toes back. And then see about bending that top elbow and hold the base of the skull. And then press the head back into the hand. Just kind of lay back. Reach through the elbow and breathe into the bottom tip of that right lung. Stay there as you like. Or slowly unwind, lift up, spiral towards the extended leg, pull on the earth or your leg, and again, lead with the heart as far as you can. Watch out for that head trying to take over. It's a sneaky, sneaky thing. And at any point, stack up if you can, to support your head, or just stacking up in an upright seat. One breath at a time. Find your edge. Maybe if you did on the other side, playing with that full circumference today, lifting and spiraling, investigating what else is there. Maybe even spiral in the other direction, looking past that extended leg. Anchoring the bottom arm there. As inspired, open back up. Let's take that extended leg back to center and the bent knee now, stacking up over the other leg. Knees stacked. Support yourself as needed for happy ankles and knees and low back. Pull in, excuse me, to the leg. Lift the low back. Lift your heart. Maybe that's an edge. Root, tailbone, sits bones. Lift heart and head. Breathe. Let yourself land. When you're breathful there, give yourself a big hug. And same leg, same arm on top. Big, big hug. Walk the arms as far over as you can. Maybe give a little massage around the shoulders. Pull down through the elbows, ground weighty into the chest. Receive the weight of the arms and the crossover. Both things cueing your nervous system to some ease. Grounding. Stay with that, or lead with the heart. Lead with the elbows, maybe spiral the arms, eagle arms, and land elbows on or over the knees, and rest your head. Bowing into yourself here. Thank you, body. Thank you, self. And slow and steady. Open it up. Pick that knee up. Extend the legs out. Dig the heels in. Draw the toes back. Press down into the arms. Dandasana, staff of life, rooting to rise. Again, feel that beneficial push that blossoms your heart, that opens, that lifts and lengthens without that resistance there. How much can you grow and open? But nonetheless, we know the benefit now of that push, of that rooting, of that efforting that gives us strong foundation. Stay with that or breathe your freedom. Arms up. Big wave of your being washing forward, cresting over the legs, and maybe flowing back up the shore of your legs, riding that wave up through the heart and mind to the sky, and cresting forward over the shore of your legs, the earth of your legs. Simply hear waves of breath, waves of spine, letting this, like the ocean does, like waves do, just soften any hardness. Wash away any stuckness, nothing stagnant in the ocean. And at any point, though, grounding, pausing like a little tide pool, having a calm, reflective time, turning inward, looking at all the minutiae, all the little tiny bits of life that swim around and peek in and out of the little crevices in the tide pools. Hello, self. Hello, body. Hello, curiosities and wonderments and feels and inspirations. Greetings and thank you. Please stay in that resting, in that observation as long as you like, or gently drape up, pick your legs up, maybe come into a meditative seat, or roll all the way through and down to Shavasana. And take pause in your transitions. Notice if there are any last movements or shapes that you would like to take in our time together before coming back to a relative stillness. Find the shape of the pause for your stillness. Notice the energy that's present for you there. What's moved or changed since you began? Breathe your intention, your yes, the energy of what you would like to keep with you today. Rest in spacious awareness. Release any efforting. Notice you're being breathed, you're held, you, beautiful child of the universe, celebrated, gifted, cared for. Please stay resting or in meditation as you like. And if you will, maybe just receiving this contemplation from a book I'm just finishing called The Molecule of More. Reality is the richest source of the unexpected. Fantasies that we conjure in our minds are predictable. We go over the same material again and again. Once in a while, we'll be struck by an original idea, but it's rare, and it usually happens when we're paying attention to something else, not when we're trying to strong-arm our creativity into action. Paying attention to reality, to what you are actually doing in the moment, maximizes the flow of information into your brain. It maximizes dopamine's ability to make new plans. Because to build models that will accurately predict the future, dopamine needs data, and data flows from the senses. This book is about dopamine. That's dopamine and the here and now, or serotonin, working together. When something interesting activates the dopamine system, we snap to attention. If we are able to activate our here and now, or serotonin system, by shifting our focus outward, the increased level of attention makes the sensory experience more intense. Imagine walking down the street in a foreign country. Everything is more exciting, even looking at ordinary buildings, trees, and shops. Because we are in a novel situation, sensory inputs are more vivid. That's a large part of the joy of travel. And it works in the opposite direction too. Experiencing here and now sensory stimulation, especially within a complex environment, sometimes called an enriched environment, makes the dopaminergic cognitive facilities in our brains work better. The most complex environments, those that are most enriched, are all around us. They're usually the natural ones. So I encourage you today to go into nature, to take some time to observe the minutiae, all the little critters, the creepy crawlies, the flying things, the sprouting, blossoming things, the dying and decaying things. Let nature teach you today about what a powerful force of nature you are. Again, stay resting or feel your breath. You are being breathed. Life is lifing you. Welcome that breath of life. Welcome it to deepen and lengthen. Breathe intentionally. Yes, I am. Feel your yes, your fullness, your ability to move and change things, your ability to survive so very much more than you probably knew you could, and to thrive and to grow and to give back fully no matter what happens or doesn't. Thank you for your presence and your practice. Thank you for your generosity and your kindness. Thank you, community of spirit. Thank you for your compassion, your presence. Thank you. I'm so grateful. So humbled. I'm so grateful. If you will, with me, exhale and empty. Inhale your heart's yes. Let's breathe one great om of that one great vibration that we all are. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks again. I'll be here for a little bit for those who are on the Zoom with me. And besides that, find me on Zoom, YouTube, Patreon, all the things. I live streamed today for the first time in a long time because of the generosity of my community on Facebook, where this is live streaming too. So yeah, just pretty overwhelmed today with gratitude. Thank you.